Next up on JVGS, we got a review of Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations, which is the new DLC that released July 7th, developed by id ID Software and published by Bethesda Softworks, and it's on all current gen systems, PC minus the Switch 2, I believe. People, don't sleep on this. Yes, it costs $19, but to me, Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations. Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna give you the score off the bat because that's what I was supposed to do. I'm gonna give it a nine out of a 10, which I believe is the same score I gave Doom: The Dark Ages, which I love. I love all the modern Doom games. Okay, starting back in Doom 2016, that was like the fast Doom, the kill as fast as possible Doom. Then you had Doom Eternal, which actually is the true ending of the modern trilogy of Doom. And that's more like a platformer, bigger, grandiose Doom that a lot of people actually swear by today is the best one. And then you got Doom: The Dark Ages, which is like the prologue to the story of the Slayer and Hell, the makers in Hell, the demons of Hell versus try to invade Earth and all this shit that I really don't understand because I really don't understand the Doom's modern Doom story too much. But so I would say I played this on the Xbox Series X and I beat this. I turned all the sliders down. I'm not into the dick measuring gameplay, playing shit on hardcore unless I have to. So I've turned all the sliders down to easy. Now powered through the game in like 5 or 6 hours, just because I'm busy and I gotta get ready for Assassin's Creed Resynced in a couple hours. So I beat the game really fast, 5 6 hours of campaign, and that's just me going through all the chapters. Um, Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations takes the best parts of Doom: The Dark Ages, takes the best parts of Doom 2016, takes the best parts of Doom Eternal, and makes it into a concise 5 to 6 hour campaign. You know, in my playthrough, like if you turn the sliders up, you will die a lot, and the game will take hours longer just to beat. Um, so that's basically the gist of it. That's why I'm giving it a 9. Okay, it takes the best parts. It doesn't add any fluff. It doesn't add too many puzzles. Doesn't add too many platformer sections. Doesn't add too much combat. Although the combat and music are amazing in Doom Revelations, to me that's one of the best parts of it. The puzzles were good. The hub, which is Slayer sent to purgatory. That's the hub, and it branches out until Osseous Chasm of Zalgoroth and Hell's Core, and another one uh, into these areas. And this is like a huge Metroidvania, and it's designed very well. There's parts that you can't get to until you beat the game and you get the in-game unlock rewards. You could go back and complete challenges and more upgrades for the Chain Spear, which is, by the way, to me, the Chain Spear transforms the gameplay from Doom: The Dark Ages into Doom Eternal into Doom 2016. At first, I hated it. I was having these issues with the because you have to key bind. At least I did on the Xbox Series X. I had to key bind the spear to parry, to dash, and to basically slash and shit. So it took me a while to get used to it because of the muscle memory. It does not play anything like the shield. The Because you can't double dash, you can't dash with the shield. You could dash with the spear, and you could attack from distance. There are unlocks also with the spear where you can like throw it and you can like swing around and hit enemies. But it literally changes the whole gameplay. What? Let's just say this: by the end of the game, I was actually preferring the spear compared to the shield. Although the shield is much easier from Doom Eternal. That's how you play with. That's what you play with in the whole game of Doom Eternal. But the spear, it really transforms gameplay and is also a part of the story too. All right, let's get into the story a little bit here because the gameplay, the music, all that's amazing. Okay, the loop is amazing. The puzzles were really good. The level design is really good. Oh yeah, there's also these hollow shrines where you upgrade the shield and the spear and your armor and your ammo and your health. Okay, so these are like little hub spots within the maps and stuff that you can you gather collectibles or relics and uh platinum to upgrade is the upgrade system basically. So yeah, there's collectibles and everything. Metroidvania, that's what a lot of this game is really. uh So the story goes that the Slayer basically travels to the Council of Hell or whatever, and he gets his ass literally stumped. No, not it starts on Earth, but then he gets his ass kicked by this boss called the Henchman, which is, spoiler alert, he's the Indian boss too. But anyways, Slayer gets his ass kicked, and he's basically, his armor is destroyed, his shield is destroyed. He's sent to purgatory where he's weak, but a creature, I don't say creature, but like a demon or the wretch, which is called the Architect, who's, I guess, is also a part of the previous Doom games, and then part of the story actually of the whole trilogy. He actually helps Slayer. Okay, there are also these sequences where after you beat a certain level, there are also boss fights which are really good. I don't really want to name too many of them, but boss fights are good. And at the end of the chapters, um, of the maps, the areas that you complete, there is these sequences where it takes place in 2046, I believe, in January, and there are these counterinsurgent missions where you're a Doom Marine. So the Slayer actually, I remember, it has to be the Slayer. They show his history as a regular Doom Marine, and he's doing these counter-terrorism missions, and there's this girl with this teddy bear and stuff. I wish there was actually more of that because that was interesting as hell. I didn't know. I'm not a Doom nerd. I don't really know shit about it. Uh, but it really shows another side of the Doom Slayer, and everything. Shows his face a lot in this, in the Revelations too, by the way. But the story is basically that he sees King Navik's death, and King Navik is a father of Commander Thera, who basically is running, like, I think they're called the Night Sentinels, and they run like the fucking galaxies, like they're like the army of humans of the galaxy. And he returns, Slayer gets his shit together, returns to Earth with the help of the wretch, the architect, demon guy, and he basically shows what happened to her father. The Kingmaker, who is a main antagonist in Doom Eternal, she's like this holy relic, and she wants to use the armies of hell to further her soul or some weird shit, and use demons to kill humans and collect their souls and stuff. It's like I said, I don't know what the fuck's going on really in the story, but anyways, Slayer returns to Earth, uh, into a place called Uprising, and he shows Commander Thera how her father actually died, by treachery of a Khan Maker, the antagonist of Doom Eternal, who's like the ending boss in that game. So Khan Maker is a big part of Doom Revelations. So Doom Revelations basically wraps up the whole true prologue, the true start of a Slayer, and what happens to him, and why he's fighting the devils and demons and the shit and Khan Maker, and you already know the ending of the story, especially if you beat Doom Eternal and you beat the Gods DLC for Doom Eternal, so you know how everything's gonna end. So this is kind of like that Pulp Fiction story where the modern series starts in the middle, goes to the end, and then the next game or the next movie basically is the true prologue of it. The little story does that, But I enjoyed it. It's okay as far as story is concerned. But like I said, this game is basically just pure Doom. It has a lot of metal music, a lot of gore, a lot of fast action. The action is much faster um, than in Dark Ages with the spear. But the spear does take a lot of muscle memory to get used to. So the game, I thought this game should have been a standalone product actually, because it's that good. It reminds me of Dying Light, the Beast, where it could easily be its own standalone. Now it does cost 19.99. I personally just uh, bought the upgrade because I had it on Game Pass, but it is 19.99, so it's not cheap. But to me, it is worth it because it just takes the best part of the modern Doom series and puts it into a concise 5 to 6 hour campaign. And after you beat it, there's a lot of unlocks, a lot of challenges and stuff. The game could easily be super challenging if you want to turn the sliders up and everything. So, uh, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Don't sleep on this. If you're a fan of Doom, the modern Doom series, definitely get this game. But you do have to have Doom: The Dark Ages, I believe. And I think that will be it for the review for Doom Revelations. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, you also got to collect these keys and everything, these skulls and stuff. But that's basically it. Next up, Assassin's Creed Resynced. See ya.